The massive ships appeared without warning, blotting out the sun over major cities across Earth. Commander Zephyr of the Krillian Armada watched through the bridge's crystalline viewport as his 1,000-vessel fleet took position above the blue-green planet. His species had conquered 47 worlds in the past millennium, each falling within days to their superior technology and overwhelming force. "Begin the standard intimidation protocol," Zephyr commanded, his 6 arms manipulating the control interface with practiced efficiency. The ships powered up their plasma cannons, casting an ominous red glow across the Earth's atmosphere. Below, humanity's response was swift but utterly baffling. Instead of military mobilization or panicked evacuation, something unprecedented began happening in every major city. Humans poured into the streets, but they weren't running. They were dancing. In New York, thousands gathered in Times Square, moving in synchronized waves to music blasting from every speaker and device available. In London, Big Ben's chimes were replaced by a thunderous beat as citizens formed elaborate dance formations across Westminster Bridge. Tokyo's neon lights pulsed in rhythm as millions of people created the largest coordinated dance performance in the city's history. What are they doing? Zephyr's lieutenant, Calix, stared at the displays showing similar scenes across every continent. The phenomenon spread like wildfire. Social media exploded with hashtags. #DanceForEarth, #WelcomeAliens, #UniversalLanguage. Street musicians played alongside symphony orchestras. Professional dancers taught moves to children and elderly alike. Even world leaders abandoned their bunkers to join the global celebration. Dr. Sarah Chun, a xenobiologist at MIT, had proposed the idea during an emergency session with world governments 12 hours earlier. Music and rhythm are mathematical, she had argued desperately as military generals demanded nuclear strikes. If they're advanced enough for interstellar travel, they'll recognize patterns, harmony, and the mathematical beauty of coordinated movement. It's our only chance to show we're not just another primitive species to be conquered. The world had 90 minutes to coordinate the most ambitious flash mob in human history. Zephyr's confusion deepened as his sensors detected something impossible. The humans weren't just dancing randomly, their movements were creating complex mathematical patterns visible from space. In Mumbai, 1 million people formed a slowly rotating spiral that perfectly matched the golden ratio. In Sao Paulo, dancers created fractals that shifted and evolved with mathematical precision. "Sir," Calix's voice trembled, "they're electromagnetic signatures. The synchronization is creating resonance frequencies that match our ship's harmonic stabilizers." Zephyr felt his exoskeleton tingle as the realization hit him. The humans had somehow intuited the mathematical frequencies that governed Krillian technology. Their dance wasn't just art, it was a demonstration of mathematical understanding that rivaled their own scientists. But then something even more extraordinary happened. The dancing humans began forming letters, words, mathematical equations spelled out in human bodies across continents. Not in any Earth language, but in pure mathematical notation that any scientifically advanced species would recognize. They were solving complex physics problems through choreography, demonstrating knowledge of quantum mechanics, relativity, and stellar engineering. The final formation made Zephyr's 3 hearts stop beating. Across Earth, humanity had arranged itself to form the exact equation that governed interdimensional travel, a secret the Krillians had guarded for millennia. "They already know," Zephyr whispered. "They know how to travel between stars. They're not primitive at all." Dr. Chen's voice crackled through every communication device as humanity's message reached the fleet. "We welcome you as fellow travelers of the cosmos. We dance not in submission, but in celebration of our meeting. Will you join us?" For the first time in Krillian history, an invasion fleet powered down its weapons. Zephyr found himself tapping one of his appendages to the rhythm drifting up from Earth. Perhaps conquest wasn't the only way to build an empire among the stars.